Hey guys, so in the previous video we learned how we can update the population of a given country by its ID. So as you can see here in the function, you supply the database, the ID of that country and the value that you're going to update to, and then we finally used it here where we learned how we can update the population. So today we are going to add a new function, and that function is going to delete we're going to delete a given population by its ID, a given country, I mean, by its ID. So delete a country by its ID. So we're going to just call the function delete. Of course, we're going to supply the database. Of course, this DB, we're going to use it for execution of the query. And of course, we're going to supply the ID of that country. And then what we're going to return, we're going to return the number of rows affected and then the error. So as usual, the first thing we supply is the query. Of course, the SQL query, and in this case is going to be delete from countries, the table, of course, where ID is the one that you're going to supply. Okay, and of course here we're going to provide return the result and the error when we execute. So db.execute query. Of course, we also have to supply the ID. Okay, after supplying the ID, what you're going to do next is handle the error. So if error is not equal to nil, we're going to return. Remember here, when it's successful, we're supposed to return the number of rows affected and the error. So if there is an error, we're just going to return 0, and of course we return the error. Then from there we're going to return result dot rows affected. Okay, so that is our delete function. So to use our delete function here, I'm just going to use it above this one so that we can use this previous code, the next code, to confirm that the data is deleted. So delete country by ID, and of course we're going to do that, supply the error, and then we're going to call our delete function utils.delete. Going to supply the DB and then the ID, which is going to be 1 because I want to delete Kenya. And then next we're going to handle the error. So if error is not equal to nil, we're going to, of course, print the error, fmt.print println, and then we're going to print the error. Then we're going to return. Then once this is successfully, and just say country successfully deleted. Okay, now we can run this, then ensure that it's working. Yeah, country successfully deleted. We can just do this because we have deleted it. No country with ID because it has been successfully deleted. So basically, guys, that's how you can delete a given row given its ID using SQL and Golang. See you in the next video.